How to price your bone straight hairs. A lot of vendors don't know how to put price tag on their hairs, right? If you are in the hair business, you are a hair vendor and you don't know how to price your bone straight hair, then take a seat because in this video I'm going to tell you the basic way for you to go about when it comes to pricing your bone straight hair. Now, when it comes to pricing in any business, it is very important because if you overprice your business or the product that you are selling, you tend to lose a lot when it comes to customers or when it comes to people patronizing you or even you making profit. If you also go ahead to underprice your product, it is also going to have an effect on your business because in the long run you will not be able to run that business effectively, since you will need money to actually run the business effectively. And pricing is one of the things that people find difficult to actually do, or entrepreneurs find difficult to actually do when it comes to running their business. And that is why I have taken it upon myself to explain to you how to properly price your hair in the hair business, and so that you can actually make sales, make good sales, stay afloat in the business and not go bankrupt in your business, because it can easily happen. Now, a couple of reasons why you want to price your hair very well, or why it is important that pricing should be taken seriously in the hair business. Aside from making profits, there are other things that goes down behind the scenes of getting your customer his or her product or his or her hair, right? You have logistics, you have your packaging bags, you have your branding, you have a lot of things that go on behind the scene that people don't know and that you cannot even explain to your customers, right? Now, when it comes to pricing, it is not just your profits that should be looking after for, right? You should also be looking at the way you run your business, the money or the cash flow that you need to run your business. So all of these are something that you should consider before you go ahead to put in price for your hair business. Now, I see a lot of people that go ahead to underprice their hairs just because they want to make a sale, and in a long run they fold up because of course the company cannot run with that kind of profit or with that kind of pricing system, right? Do not underprice your hairs, because at the end of the day you are going to be dealing with no money to run your business. Now, let's take for example some of the reasons why you shouldn't underprice your hair. Apart from you making profit, that profit you made, inside that profit is where you will use to buy your packaging materials, right? That profit is also where you will use to, from there is what you will use to pay for some extra stuffs when it comes to logistics and getting the hairs delivered to the customer. Also, when it comes to paying for delivery to get the hairs from the manufacturers or from the suppliers to yourself, you actually pay some certain kind of amount of money for logistics and all of these things are something you should consider before you go ahead to price your hair. Now, what I tell most hair vendors is that they should price their hairs with 30%, nothing less than 30% of the amount they used to buy the hair. Now, do not forget that hairs are sold in bundles, right? From the factory you buy these hairs per bundle, and for a standard fix or for a standard wig, if you want to make a standard wig, you cannot use less than 2 bundles, which is 200 gram, because one bundle is 100 gram, right? They always come in 100 gram. Now, let's take for example you bought one bundle of these hairs for $100. Now you need to sell that bundle of hair for $130, which is 30% of $100 as your profit, because in there you have like your way bill or the delivery charges or shipment cost to get these hairs from your manufacturers to you. You will also need to buy your branding bags or your packaging bags, and sometimes where there is hike in price, okay, or where there are some things that unplanned things that just comes up, right, without you even noticing, because of course as a business owner you need to plan for emergencies, because there are always going to be emergencies. There are going to be times where some expenses will just pop up that you did not plan. You cannot go to your customer and be telling your customer that that particular hair that the customer wants to buy at the moment, you want to increase the price for it. It is not going to work. Your customer is going to see you as somebody that wants to take advantage of them, and that is why you need to price your hair in a way that you should be comfortable to run whatever unforeseen circumstances that is going to come. And that is why, like I said, you shouldn't underprice your hairs. Even if people around you or vendors around you are selling for lower price just to make sales or just to get more customers, first of all, understand your expenses, understand how your business runs, what you need to know in your business before you go ahead to make a reduction in price, right? But 30% is the least that you should go when it comes to pricing. Do not sell your hair or do not price your hair less than 30% of what you got it, because it will not be able to cover for some of these expenses that I just mentioned. There are some I did not mention because of course I can't keep everything on my head, and there are some that can be peculiar to a particular vendor. Okay, because it happened to me, it may not be the same thing happening to you. Okay, and because it happened to that particular vendor doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to also happen to me. So make sure that, my point here is, make sure that the least amount that you are putting as profit in your hair business is 30% of what you got that particular hair. Okay, you can put up to 40%. I've seen people putting up to even 50%. It just depends, and this is the reason why I always tell vendors or hair vendors or people that want to set up their own business to sell luxury hairs. Now, if you sell luxury hairs, because I know a lot of people will be like, oh, 30% is too much as profit. You that is not the vendor, that is not selling, you will not understand the stress or what it means to actually deliver a particular item or deliver a product from you to the buyer or to the person that bought the product. Until you become an entrepreneur, you will not even understand the psychology in that thing. And so when you do your business, because you don't also want to run your business today and tomorrow you are flat broke, you don't have money to actually run the business. And that is the more reason you need to price it very well, because pricing is everything. If you price it very well, then you are going to be able to run the business in a long run. Now, don't go ahead, like I said, to over price your business or to overprice your hairs, because if you price your hairs too high, of course you are going to lose a lot of customers. But like I said, make sure you are in the luxury hair niche. That way it is not even going to show. That 30% that you are putting on the hairs is not even going to show. Let's take for example, you bought a bundle of luxury hair for like $300 and then you are pricing that hair with 30%. Okay, 30% of that $300 is going to be $90. You are going to be selling that hair for like $390. Okay, now $390 is not going to be so expensive. It is not super expensive, right, compared to if you want to sell it for $500 and you got it for $300. Okay, so that one is now overpricing. $390, especially for that quality, is not overpricing. Okay, and it's okay. People, like your right customers or the right customers that are going to buy it, are not going to see it as overly expensive, because it is the quality that speaks for itself. And when they get these hairs, they are not going to look at it like it is really expensive because it has good quality. But if you are selling cheap hairs and if you are selling blend hairs, you likely may not even be able to put up to 20% of what you bought it as profit. And if you continue to do this, your business is going to run at loss in the long run, because you need more money to stock your business. It is also from your profit that you are going to save to be able to restock or to put back or to give back to your business. I hope this makes sense. For these few 9 minutes, I hope I've been able to make sense of it to you, and I hope I've been able to explain to you how you need to price your hairs. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. And if you want to buy good quality hairs ranging from bone straight hairs to raw donor hairs, please go ahead and click the link that is going to be in the description box. I have my WhatsApp number there. Click it and an attendant is going to answer you. If you want me to mentor you, show you and teach you how to start and grow your own hair business and making good amount of money, then go ahead and send me an email that is also going to be in the description box. Then we'll get it started from there. Do not forget to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to leave me your thoughts in the comment section and your questions also. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.